Welcome to South Florida Saltwater Fishing Report. I'm Heath, and it's time to get into the bite. All right, folks, welcome to the show. This is the place, the one-stop shop for everything local fishing. We're going to go over what's biting, who's catching it, where it's being caught. We're also going to cover your future marine forecast, the moon phase, and our tidal charts. All right, so let's get right into this. Before we get into this, if you want to learn more about fishing, grow as an angler, just see some great, exciting offshore fishing adventures, you can start by hitting that subscribe button and joining the South Florida Saltwater Fishing family. All right, in case you can't notice, I'm a little bumbly today. I had surgery yesterday on my abdomen to repair a hernia. So if I seem a little bit out of it, it's what it is. Don't blame me. All right, let's get right into this, folks. We have no news today from the FWC or NOAA, no shutdowns, no nothing, no changes in fisheries or anything. So we're going to get right into this. Let's talk inshore. Inshore, we got redfish. Let's see what we got. Redfish by Fishfinity. This guy's an inshore guy. There we go. Perfect. There we go. Bam. Redfish, nice little 4-dot. These dots right here on your redfish, these dots are fingerprints. So redfish are going on. In the shallows, I believe he is on the west coast. That is from Fishfinity. What else do we got going on inshore? We got a comedian amongst the group. Let me share this here. This is Gavin. Of course, he wants to show off his whopper of a grouper that he caught this week. So let's get right into this here. And we will go to our Monday share it, show and tell. There we go. All right, let's see. Where is he? I know he's here somewhere. We got a spanking size wire. There we go. Perfect. Here we go. That's a nice little strawberry grouper, also known as a rock hind. When they're in season, those and Graysby's or any size you want to keep them. You actually got that on a jig, which is actually kind of interesting. The bait is almost as big as the fish. Still, hey, a catch is a catch, right? All right, what else we got going on inshore? We got Spanish mackerel. Yes, I saw somebody with a Spanish mackerel. This is John Zarteski. Nice Spanish macs, couple of them. Said he got those over to Patch Reefs out of BOCA. Shallow reef trolling out of BOCA. Nice catch right there. Going home with some good eats. Spanish macs are running around, obviously, in the shallows. Also, inshore, we've got still a nice run of pompano happening. I see people up and down the coast. How did everything go? Everything went. Let me answer a few questions. How did everything go? Everything went. Glad to see you're okay. Yes, thank you. That was Thad. Hey. Thad, sorry. Yes, everything is okay. Real quick on my surgery. I've never had a surgery before. Didn't know what to expect. They put the medicine in my little IV, and they're rolling me into the operating room, and I was out before I hit like these doors, and the next thing I know, I'm waking up. That was all of the excitement. Yes. We will get to this. Rosies are on fire. Thank you. We'll get to that in a minute. Anyway, let's continue. Inshore, pompano, right? Pompano bite is still happening solid. Bonefish run. Schools of bonefish down south. If you can get down there into the Keys, Middle Keys, Marathon, Lower Keys, probably in Biscayne National Park also. So that is our inshore bite. Also, the snook, I'm seeing snook off docks at night. And, of course, the tarpon are around. So that's our inshore bite. Nice bite going on. And you can't complain about that. So let's head to our reef. We've got a nice reef bite happening in this week. Got a bunch of pictures to show off. Can't complain about that. It's always good to have some inside info. All right, so let's get to this. We got yellowtail snapper. Let's find them. There we go. Look at that. There we go. Nice mess load of That looks like a limit of yellowtail, and then you had to switch over to grunts. Perfect, man. That's dinner in the bucket right there. That is from Nick. And then we got some more. Somebody caught a nice flag yellowtail. I'm going to show you here. There we go. Nice. This is from Michael. Yeah, look at that. That's a solid yellowtail right there, man. That's a meaty one. Cannot complain about that. Love them when they're. So the thing about yellowtails is when you're catching them that size, they tend to all be that size. So, hey, man, gotta like it. So if he was on them like that, that was a good day. And then we've got another one, which will lead into my next subject, which is the mutton snapper bite. This is Osmani. Had a great day. Look at that. Some solid stud muttons and a bucket load of yellowtails. Some flags in there. Man, that's a great day out there right there. Can't complain. So again, yellowtails, muttons, the reef. The reef is popping right now. Great stuff. What else do we got on the reef? We got interesting catch that we don't always have on this show. We got a rainbow runner. Let's show this off right here. Where's that rainbow runner I saw? Right here. Here we go. This guy actually had a great. This is Bobby Lemke. He had a great day on the reef. So we got a nice rainbow runner here. Rainbow runner. Some people like them as sushi. Other people like them cooked. They're a great fish. They're not always around. They're hard to target, but hey, always a great catch when you can get them. What else? He was also, oh man, he hit the reef pretty good that day. He got a kingfish. So the kingfish are still biting. Nice king. And what else did he end up getting? He got the rainbow runner, and he hooked into a sailfish too. So normally I would cover that in the trolling, but hey, I could say that, he probably didn't move too much. We got a sideways view here. Nice sailfish jump right there. So there's our reef happening right there. We got the yellowtails, we got the mutton snappers, rainbow runner. If you're out there, you're going to run into them. Also, we got I saw the amberjack were happening also. So give me a second. Let me find some amberjack action here. Oh, this is going to be from my jigging picture. I got another. The jigging is actually happening really good right now because of the tuna. But hey, you've got these amberjacks are happening. Here we go. Pedro, where did Pedro get these? Juno, 150 feet. He said the amberjacks were relentless. Perfect. Can't complain about that, man. Nice. Pedro and Anna, thank you for the submission. Every time they dropped, they were getting hooked up immediately, drifted over 2 miles with the same results of amberjack every time. Great info right there. So the amberjacks are still biting tough. Good to go. The wind needs to stay away for a few days. Todd, Todd says the wind needs to stay away for a few days. We're going to get into that. Yeah, that's wishful thinking this week. But you never know. Forecasts are forecasts for a reason. What else do we got? Oh, we got a very interesting note. Another rare catch I want to show. This is Richard and his daughter. An Atlantic bonito off Jupiter. Solid. Gotta love it when those come in. Those are the bonito that you want to eat. Not the false albacore, but an Atlantic bonito. They got teeth. Good deal. Good eats right there. Awesome. All right, so that about does it for our reef. Everything is on fire with the reef right now. We got yellowtails, muttons. Your snappers are all biting. What else? Like I said, a little foggy here. Rainbow runner, interesting catch. Amberjacks. The Atlantic bonito, very interesting one. So, our reef is happening. The kingfish are there. When you see, typically, I like to say when you see kingfish starting to show up over the reef, we're in the thick of it. All right, let's see. What do we got? We got an off-topic question here. But when you get a chance to answer, that would be great. Recommend as first fishing boat with a budget of $20,000 to $30,000. Not looking to go over 500 to 800 feet. Ooh, 20 to 30,000. Well, if you're looking for a new boat, I honestly wouldn't even. Maybe somebody else can answer that for you. I don't know, man. My boats are all afterhand boats. I got my boat for $5,000 through an $8,000 new engine on it. So that's half that price. That's a used boat. I don't know. That's a tricky one there. I wish I had a good answer. Maybe email me. Maybe I can find somebody who's got a better answer for you, or put it up on the Facebook page on the fishing report. I tend to say cobias are nice used boats. If I ever have my choice, I would say, hey, there we go, Boat Trader, something. Open season AJ's May 1st to the 31st. I am asking that myself I am asking the same question. I've seen it here where it's closed. I've seen other people show me information where it's open. I wish I had a solid answer on whether or not the amberjack season is open or closed. All right, let's move on. Deep dropping, of course. They had someone here. Rosies are on fire for deep dropping. Yes, they are. Get out to that 800 foot. Get out to the 800 feet level off of straight out of Pompano, BOCA. Don't get in the mud. Get in the rubble, and you will have your rosies. Also, vermilion snapper are still on fire. Got an interesting picture of the after effects of vermilion snapper. There we go. That's what happens to them after they get on your boat and they go home. So that's literally his picture of the week. Hey, great, man. I love seeing food cooked, man. Now they come out. I personally love vermilion snapper. They're one of my favorites. They got like a little sweet to them. They don't eat fish. They're down there eating squid and stuff down 200-300 feet. Anyway, all right, let's move on. That's our deep water stuff, and of course we have some. There's a swordfish fight. It's still going on. You got people that are catching some nice ones out there. So if you're into swordfish, go ahead, hit it up. Jigging. This is a product of your jigging right here. This is what's going on. And this is the same question everybody's wondering. Hey, amberjack. I don't know. I see a boatload of jacks and false albacore, tuna. See what looks like a bluefish right here. This is a great product of jigging right here, I would suspect. So that is from Yandri. Great submission right here. And like I said, man, that's the jigging right now is going on. The blackfin tuna are still around, those little footballs. Go out and get you some. All right, so that's our jigging. Let's move on to trolling. All right, so trolling. I want to talk something a little bit that I've been seeing some catches of that I've never really seen before. The yellowfin tuna are showing up this year. Where is it? Where's my yellowfin tuna? He's somewhere around here. I'm going to have to find him. Bear with me. Wait. Anyway, we'll get back to it. I'll show you the yellowfin tuna. Anyway, back to trolling. Trolling. We got wahoo. Wahoo are still on the bite. This is Leonardo. Solid one. Nice, double digit, 30 plus going on. So if you're out there, the wahoo are still biting. Don't be shy. Also, let me see. I got Jason Reese. He had a great day out on the water. Look at this. Man, 2 wahoos, blackfin, and a mahi. Keeper little mahi. So this man, Jason was on fire this week. Look at that. Yeah. So these mahi right here are typical of what you're going to start seeing. The smaller ones. I got a report of someone who they bombed out. I mean, that he got a nice one down here in Key Largo. He was fishing on Key Largo. Here's the one. He got the yellowfin. Like I said, I was telling you the odd catch. Anyway, the dolphin, they're going to not all be this size coming up real soon. They're going to start turning into the smaller ones, and then the peanuts are going to be, devastatingly all over the place. But let me show you that. There we go. There we go. Yellowfin tuna. Like I said, you rarely ever see yellowfin tuna off these shores. This is down in Key Largo. the previous week. We had one off a couple of weeks ago. We had some off of Pompano. So that's great, man. I love to see that. Let me see what else I got. That sent in a bunch of pictures. Let me see where he is again. You got there's a nice yellow jack. Caught that trolling over the reef on the way in, like sort of last chance for romance thing. And what else did he get? Some blackfins. So these are your typical size blackfins for this year. They're starting to get small, the little football guys. The same thing's going to happen with the dolphin, the mahi. They are, they're going to stop being like this, and they're going to be more like poor guy right here. He sent in his your mahi. You're going to start looking like that. They're going to start getting tiny. So you're going to have to work hard, go out deeper to find the keepers, is what it is. And as usual, got to thank Dad for sending in his contributions. And there's some nice sashimi and a red stripe to go with it. Perfect. Dad and his sons. All right. So we bought in a 600-pound sword at Bud and Mary's. Woo! That's the Stans family, guys. They they know they know how to get it done. Those guys are. That guy grew up. He grew up sword fishing, knows how to get his customers on it, and then everybody that works for him. That's like their forte down there at Bud and Mary's. So if you're looking to go, sword fishing, hey, get with them. But if you're looking to get out on your reefs and stuff, I can name you a captain from Marathon. This is Captain Alex. He got out there on some solid blackfins this week. So if you're ever looking, if you're in the Marathon area, which is also Bud and Mary's, and you're not wanting to, necessarily go out with the overly popularized Bud and Mary's crew and the Stans fam, you can get with Captain Alex. Hit me up. I can give you his information. All right. Keep moving on with our trolling. He said dolphin, and tuna. Some wahoo. What else do we got here? More. Here's Scott with another blackfin tuna. Scott Risco. There we go. Excellent. So the tuna are still swimming around, guys. Tuna and dolphins, better go out and get them while you can. Because sooner, they showed up really early this year, which means they're going to be leaving really early this year. And, it won't be something that you can always get on. So that is our trolling. That is our fishing report, folks. Same, we're in the thick of it right now. It's that time of season, right? Trolling, you've got your dolphin, mahi, and your blackfin. Your wahoo are still hitting, but it's not a guaranteed thing. And everything else that seems to be swimming around right now. The kingfish are showing up, right? So if you're not getting your pelagics that you want to, go and troll that reef. Those kings are there. The blackfin tuna hang off the deep ledge of the reef too. So, see what's going on out there. All right, let's move on. We are going to move on out of that and get into our weather report, folks. Our favorite time. Let's see what's happening. So what I've heard from the meteorologists this week is they're saying, "Oh, it's beautiful weather. It's nice out." And it is nice out, but it when they say that, I mean it's rather mild and breezy. That is what a meteorologist calls nice. So we are going to head over and look at windy and see what we got going on here. Like I said, I was looking at it earlier. Didn't have much time to do prepping, but I did my due diligence. All right, so let's look at Florida here. Like I said, right now, we are in the mid-teens, and we're going to be something like this for the better portion of the week, as you'll see. Let's head into tomorrow. We lighten up, and we've got an easterly wind. We're in the below double digits, but it's easterly as the afternoon picks up, turns in a little bit. We got some weird sort of convection going on down over Marco Island, Naples area. Little dead spot offshore. In the islands, the wind's ripping down around the peninsula. Up in the Tri-County area, actually Palm Beach, it's a little less in the afternoon. Thursday Thursday's looking like it might be doable if you can get out all the way up north. Look at that, into Fort Pierce, Vero Beach, Palm Bay, dead. Coming down in the Tri-County area, Biscayne Bay, nothing. In the shallows off the west coast, 10,000 Islands, Chokoloskee, Everglades National Park, it's looking calm, but further off you get offshore, a little bit of a breeze picks up. Now, what I have seen happening is we've got this northeast swell coming in from the waves. So, your inshore won't be too bad. You just got to time it right, getting out from your inlets. But once you get out there, you're going to hit, those big swells that are, 5, 6, 7 foot. And, it's doable. You just got to roll with it and know how to navigate around that stuff. Anyway, Thursday afternoon, it's calming down over in the Big Bend. And on our side over here, the East Coast, it's less than 10 miles an hour, right around 10 miles an hour. Like I said, we've got a northeast swell, as we shall see when we head into our waves. Friday, wind picks up. These are the teens straight out of the east. Leeward side over on the west coast, Bonita Springs all the way down. In shallow, you're good if you're heading offshore to go get the grouper and the oil rigs and stuff, and it's going to be bumpy out there. Over here, it's probably going to be, that swell is still going to be hitting and coming in too. So Friday afternoon, it's not letting up. Saturday, it's starting to bruise over 20 miles an hour consistently. As it gets more inshore, though, it lays down into the teens. But these are strong easterly winds. Let's check out what's going on here. There's no fronts or nothing happening, but we do have these strong breezes. Look out here in the Caribbean. So that's what's going on with our wind. Same thing on the west coast. It's not really the low-lying level land of Florida. It's not giving us any sorts of protection when it comes to these winds. So west coast, east coast, you're going to get battered. Sunday afternoon, it's not. It'll let up a little bit there, but that doesn't change your ocean. Sunday, more of the same. You're getting beat up all the way up and down the coast. Further south you go, the worse it gets. Starts letting up Sunday afternoon. Let's see what happens Monday. A little bit lighter, but it's still tearing through. These green colors means it is in the teens, the upper teens, 15 plus, steady. Monday afternoon, still the same. Around here, Sarasota, it's letting up, but that's just the afternoon sort of lay down. Tuesday, more of the same. So like I said, there was someone who said this wind needs to stay away for a few days. Like I told you, sorry, Todd. It's not going to happen this week. But the good thing is that let's look at our waves, and I'll show you. We've got a northeast swell. So these waves coming here are from the northeast. It's a swell. It's not really choppy waves right now, and I'll show you that when we go to the report from NOAA, that these waves are 3 to 5 feet. Out here, these are some bigger waves offshore, but they're swells. They're 9 seconds apart. If they were 3 seconds apart, there was no way in the world you would want to go out in that. If we examine over here on the west coast, Marco Island to the south, we've got that little area of convection happening where the waves are actually coming towards the land, but it's fairly light over there and into the parks. All right, let's head into tomorrow. Again, that northeast swell, less than 5 feet offshore, which is doable. Biscayne Bay down into Everglades National Park and all that. That's light stuff. That's all your inshore fishing. Redfish, bonefish, snow tarpon, all that goodness over there happening down there. Inland in the Keys, inshore in the Keys, not too bad. Looking about 2 to 3 feet over the patch reefs. As we head up north, like I said, that northeast swell, less than 5 feet, 2 to 4, I would definitely say. So, if that's tomorrow. Thursday, same stuff. Down to further south we go, even though we've got our winds starting to pull. The down in the Keys, it's looking like it's doable. Further north we go, the more our swell starts banging up towards the 5-footers. So, you know, just be careful heading out of those inlets, time your waves. And once you go, don't ever turn back, because that's when it gets dangerous. Friday, same stuff. Light on the west coast, northeast swell still. It actually seems like it's laying down a little bit. This will be 2 to 4 swell on Friday morning. Starting to head easterly, because those winds are going to shift and start kicking everybody's butts on the weekend. So if you're getting to do it, Friday during the week looks like it'll be doable. And then Saturday, those are those days when those winds start really picking up. As you can see here on the west coast too, it's not going to be anything friendly over the weekend. So don't, watch making those plans. It's probably not going to be kind of Miami, Biscayne Bay area, inshore stuff. Probably doable, but hey, if you might have to switch plans and do some inshore. Saturday evening, Sunday, there we go. That's nothing pretty right there. Those are 10-foot waves plus, 10 plus. So, Sunday, that's in the morning, overnight. Settles down as the day wanes on, starts letting up in the afternoon. I don't know. The weekend looks a little crazy. Heading to Monday, still calm over here on the west coast. In shallow, water might be a little muddied up from all that wind. Off here, we've got a straight east swell, so we're going to probably have some chop. That period in between the waves will probably close up Monday and Tuesday. And, same thing here, Tuesday. 2 to 4, solid 2 to 4, maybe some 5, 3 to 5, Monday and Tuesday. Let's look at our rain. So like I said, according to the meteorologist, we're in mild weather, which means dry conditions and windy. So here we are today. Nothing really, just scattered storms, being pushed through with all the wind. Nothing really major going to happen. And tomorrow, down in the Caribbean, there's some rain, but that's 100 miles away. Up by in the Carolinas, got something going on there. Nothing much. Down off Florida, it's fairly dry. Like I said, seasonably dry. We're in our dry season. El Nino pushed through. Saturday will look like we'll get a little bit of precipitation coming our way. Nothing much. No showstoppers, just little spring showers rolling through in the afternoon, overnight hours. Sunday morning might get a few showers heading over the land, but like I said, nothing that's going to really flood out or anything like that. All the way into Monday, same story, folks. Not much precipitation going on, but a ton of wind. So that's where we're standing with that. Hey, JT, how you doing? Yes, you're having my procedure done. Oh boy, everybody's getting. Yeah, the operating room seems to be everybody's perfect time of year. Yes, I am honestly. I'm hoping to be able to get back out fishing before all the fish go away. With this just now happened to me, I got at least 6 to 8 weeks before I can get back out on a boat, which is the end of June. So it looks like I missed all the fun, but it's okay. Listen, the fish ain't going nowhere, and neither is everybody having some fun here, right? All right, let's move on to looking at some wind. Same company, different website. All right, here we are today. Northeasterly winds, a little bit turning easterly into tomorrow. Teens, then tomorrow will dip down a little bit. And then Thursday is looking like the lower of the 2 days. Thursday and Friday, like we were saying when we were looking at the wave chart and the wind chart. Those are going to be your days if you're looking to be able to possibly get out. But remember, it's going to be breezy all week. We've got this northeast swell as we can see from this direction right here, these are our wave directions. Northeast swell pretty much all week until we hit Saturday and Sunday, and the waves start coming from the east, which is going to shorten our period. So the Saturday and Sunday, but until then, you've got this northeast swell, which makes it so that it's actually doable. So just bear that in mind when you're planning your trips and wanting to see if you can get out there. Thursday and Friday again, easterly wind pushes up into the teens, coming into Saturday into the 20s. The gusts into the 20s, they're saying steady high teens, which is, that's not really friendly stuff. Monday, Tuesday, again, easterly wind, mid to high teens both days. Gusts, not real bad, but we've got easterly waves. So it's not going to be a really easygoing weekend. It'll be sporty out there. So, I would say during the week, if you can get out and go. If you're a weekend guy, man, I don't know. Personally, me, I'd probably try and save it for another weekend, man. It's looking a little bit bumpy out there. All right. Let's see what NOAA has to say. Like I said, they're going to probably jive with what they're saying, but NOAA is more of a generic reading. They're whole days in whole areas. So NOAA has small craft advisory in effect. Of course they would. Northeast wind. So here's where NOAA comes in handy, right? They tell you the period. So right now we've got north swell, 8 seconds. So 8, 9, 10, 11, any seconds that is bigger than 7 means you've got a swell, right? Heading into tomorrow, they're saying 3 to 5 with a 9-second period. So that's a swell. That's being offshore. There's nothing wrong with being in those waves. You just won't be able to see past the wave that you just went over into the next wave, but you can get out there and do it. You definitely fish do bite in these, but yeah, as you can see, you got to consider what fish are biting. The tuna are getting smaller, the dolphin are getting smaller. I read reports of people saying, hey, I'm not finding dolphin out in the 800-900 foot area where the weed lines are. Guys, you got to look at your information. People are catching dolphin in real shallow right now, 90 feet, 200 feet, 250. There's no sense of traveling halfway to the Bahamas to get your dolphin. All right. Thursday night, still winds picking up into gusty into the 20s, 10 to 15 during the day, though. Again, the 5 foot, 2 to 4 foot, 5 foot, starting to form choppiness. But again, we've got the swell, which will start turning easterly Thursday through the weekend. So just bear that in mind. And, like I said, take a look at your inlet cams and everything that you can to use for you, because it can be dangerous heading out those inlets. All right, let's look at our moon phase. Even though it's it might not really help with the outlook, outlook of this week. All right now today we are at a full moon. Perfect. April 23rd, full moon. This is, I think, the pink moon, whatever that means, if you're into sort of stuff like that. All right, after this, we are going to turn into our waning moon. The waning means we're heading away from the full moon. Waxing means we're coming towards the full moon. All right, so right now today, 100%. Tomorrow, Wednesday, still 100%. So that's just overnight. Come on. Thursday, 98%. Friday, 94%. Saturday, 88%. Sunday, 80%. Monday, 71%. And Tuesday, 60%. So if you're able to get out in the next couple of days, we got a full moon. That might be worth doing some wahoo trolling. See if you can get them. See if you can survive those swells. See how that's going. So, we're at a good moon phase. It's a healthy moon phase. And this is part of the reason that we've got this weather acting crazy, maybe. We'll see. All right. What's left? We got our tide charts. Let's look at the tide charts and see how it's going to act for this crazy weekend coming up. Like I said, I hope you can get out. Bigger boats. Those guys are going to be able to get out. You guys in the 17, 20 footers, and it's going to be tough goings for you. Right now, we are at the rising tide in the morning, 8:21. This is today. Tomorrow, again, we're mid-tide as the sun's coming up. Tide shifts at about 9 o'clock to head out. So if you're wanting to fish that falling tide, 9 to 3. Remember, our tides shift every 6 hours from rising to falling. Some folks have better fishing at the slack tides. Some folks have better fishing during the pulling, the middle of the tide. Thursday, we are in the middle of a rising tide. As the sun comes up, 9:30 starts falling. So you've got that ebb tide right there at about 9:30. Yeah, if you can get out, see if that might be the day that you get that hookup with that magical fish, that trophy. All right, Friday again, same news. Into Saturday, we are starting to pull as the sun comes up, pulling in. So let me give you a piece of advice, folks. For those of you that fish jetties, if you're going fishing at a jetty and it's in the morning, do not fish a jetty these mornings. You have to fish inlets and jetties when the tide is going out, when the tide is falling. If you fish any sort of jetty or mouth of anything while the tide is coming in, you're going to be fishing for water and rocks. The fish don't bite. You have to fish the outgoing tide. It pushes all the sediment out. Fish come in, they eat that sediment, and that brings in your predators. So just some little bit of a, long-time jetty fisherman that I was growing up. I learned that trick. All right, so that's our weather. Looks like it's going to be a washout this weekend. Not a washout, but a blowout, I would say. You're going to have tons of wind, and doesn't look real fun. So if you can get out there and get it done, hey, cool. There will be some of those brave souls out there. More power to you. All right, folks. So before we sign off, I just want to, as usual, invite everyone to join the South Florida Saltwater Fishing Report group on Facebook. If you haven't, it looks like this. It's got a little, says South Florida Saltwater Fishing, says report underneath it, sharing all the information weekly. And honestly, this is what drives this show. The more people that join, the more information we get, the less we have to stay away from what the charter boats are doing, what the drift boats are doing and all that, because that's not necessarily us. The drift boats and the charter boats, they do have great catches sometimes, and I love reporting on them. There's some great sources of information, but I'd much rather show, folks who are local and, that are willing to share a little bit of information. It doesn't have to be anything special. Just show what you caught. Maybe say, hey, where you caught it and what you caught it on. That'd be great. How deep it was. Something like that. And also, of course, folks, if you have not subscribed to the YouTube channel when you're watching right now, please feel free. All right. I'm about ready to pull the plug on this one and sign off, folks. It's been fun. Hope you had fun. Hope you learned a little bit and got something out of this week's fishing report, other than this weekend might not be that great. Till next Tuesday, South Florida Saltwater Fishing Report. Going wherever the cool wind takes us. Like that little crackly voice.